Alright, we're good. Hey everybody, it's Eric here, and I'm back, and I'm here for an opening of the Lair of Darkness structure deck. I already opened up one of these before. I just opened up the second one right now, and I'm going to be doing it the same way that I did the Dark Saviors pack opening, just showing it right up front instead of having it laid out, because I have to do setup for that, and I just don't want to do setup for that right now. So yeah. In the Lair of Darkness structure deck is a structure deck that I do recommend. It's a pretty good structure deck. You can just like buy 3 of them and you already have like a good deck. I only bought 2 of them. I should have bought a third one really, but I don't really know how the deck works or too well, so that's why I only bought 2 to experiment. So Lair of Darkness comes of course beginner's guide. Don't need that if you really know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Card list as well as strategy, as well as like a little bit of a strategy guide. Little bit of strategy guides telling you, hey, here's a play that you probably would never do or only do once, as well as like recommending other packs that have different cards in them to say, hey, you should probably use these. And of course, paper playmat that can be used as a nice poster. Actually, no, I have posters up there. So let's get into the actual opening of this. There's a couple, of course, super rares, ultra rares. I'll read off those card effects, but I won't read off the others. Just read off like the main special guys, as I'll call them. Yeah. So first lady, it's Lilith, Lady of the Lambit. She's pretty good in searching for traps. Her effect is that when she's normally summoned, the original attack of this monster becomes 1,000. Her stats are 2,000 attack and 0 defense. You can hardly see that unless it doesn't want to focus right now, but oh well. So yeah, she's also a level 3, so a tour guide her, and you have like a 3,000, and you have a 2,000 attack point beater. She does have a quick play. She does have a quick effect. That being, you contribute 1 dark monster, reveal 3 normal traps in your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses one of them to sell into the field, and the rest get shuffled back into the deck. So if you really want to get one specific trap card out, you can run 3 of them, just say, hey, there it is. But that's if you really want to run trap cards. Trap cards are good, it's just that they're too slow. We got the main boss monsters. Darkness, Diablos, Lord of the Lair. Pretty big 3,000 attack point beater. Your opponent cannot tribute this face-up card on the field, and cannot target it with card effects, so you can't kaiju over this, which is nice. Because kaijus. I fucking hate kaijus. Kaijus are annoying. You can only use each of this effect. He has 2 effects that you can activate, but you can only use one of them per turn. His first effect is that if a dark monster you control is tributed. Oh, hey, you're about to head off to work?
Yeah.
Sweet. Alright, so dark monster you control is tributed, except during the damage step. You can special summon this card from your graveyard, if it was there when you tributed, or in your hand, even if not. I don't know what that last point means. Confusing. What are you? Amira, the Wicked Warden, level 4, 1,700 attack, 0 defense, so you can mass chameleon it. Of course, there's a fiend because all of these are fiends. You can discard this card to add 1 Lair of Darkness spell card from your deck to your hand. You can tribute 1 dark monster, draw 1 card, or if you contribute 1 dark monster, draw 1 card, or if you tributed a dark monster other than this card to activate it, you can add 1 dark monster with 2,000 defense or more from your deck to your hand instead. So if you tribute this, you only get to draw a card, but if you tribute another dark monster, you can either draw a card or search for a dark monster at 2,000 defense or more. Pretty interesting. We have the Lair of Darkness spell card, which you can search if you discard it from the hand, just like a Captain Gold for Elemental Heroes, or Harpy Queen for Harpies, of course. So the Lair of Darkness is a field spell card. All face-up monsters on the field become dark monsters. Once per turn, if you tribute a dark monster, you can If you if you were to tribute a monster you control to activate a card effect, you can tribute a dark monster your opponent controls instead. So since this makes all the monsters of your dark, if you were to tribute something to activate one of those effects, let's just say Wicked Warning, since he has an effect that you tribute a dark monster on the field, you can tribute away your opponent's monsters instead. So yeah, just give it a. That's like some nice removal right there. And it doesn't target. Just say you can tribute one dark monster. It might target. I'm not sure. You just need to look up the rulings for that because I'm an idiot. If you control one dark monster your opponent controls, even if you do not control it, once per turn during the end phase, you can specimen it as many as torment tokens, fiend dark level 3, attack 1,000 and defense is also 1,000. As possible to the turn player's field in defense mode, up to the number of monsters tributed this turn while this card will face up. So let's say it's your turn, you tribute one of your opponent's monsters, you get 1 token at the end of your turn. And if it's your opponent's turn and you say you activate an effect that tributes off one of your monsters or one of their monsters, let's just say you tribute off one of your monsters and then that also tribute off of your opponent's monster, they get 2 tokens at the end of the turn. So yeah. Then the final shiny card is Grinning Grey Virus, a new virus card. Have to be like that. Tribute one dark monster with 3,000 attack or less, so you can tribute off basically any monster in this deck. Your opponent destroys 1 card of their choice in their hand, deck, or deck for every 500 attack that monster had on the field. So if you lose Lilith when you just normal summon her, to activate this, your opponent has to destroy 2 cards. If you use Darkness Diablo when he's on the field, your opponent has to give up 6 cards, if I'm correct, if my math is right. Yeah, they have to destroy 6 cards in either hand or deck, which could help them, or it could hurt them. It all depends, because it's destroying. So if you're playing against Burning Abyss, then you're screwed. So yeah. But hey, you are getting rid of those cards sent to the graveyard, but sometimes they do want to be in the graveyard, which is annoying. If you tribute a monster with 2,000 attack or more to activate this card, look at all the cards your opponent draws until the end of the 3rd turn. So if you use Darkness Diablo, you can look at the card. You can look at all the cards they draw, and destroy any monsters among them. Could hurt, could help, all depends. Cards destroyed and sent to the graveyard by this card's effect cannot activate their own effects at the same time. So correction, this actually hurts Burning Abyss. It sends them to the graveyard without activating the effects, which is actually pretty good. Now on to just the rest of the stuff. I'll just lift them up. We have Duke Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord. Don't really need to know anything about that. We have Diablo's King of the Abyss. I don't know if this card is old or not. It seems old. We have Lynchor, King of the Underworld. We have Prometheus, King of Shadows, who is actually a very old card. Archfiend Emperor, the First Lord of Horror, which is fairly old. Caius the Mega Monarch, not too old, but it came out in the first couple packs for Archv. The same with Legendary Manju Garatsu Nacho where you use them, but you do get a Vanity's Fiend, which is super good anti-meta card, stun card. We also have Miss Archfiend and Inferno Dragon, which I don't know if you've actually used that. Archfiend Cavalry, not sure if you use them either. Stingy Street Patrol, you might use them. Phantom of Chaos, you might also use them. Plague Wolf, you probably won't. Fiendish Vital War, you probably will use them. Curry Bandit, it's debatable if you use them or not. Tour Guide of the Underworld, you probably will use her. Absolute King Backdrag, you probably won't unless you really want to use trap cards. V-Link Karibo, I'm not sure why this is here. Reincarnate Nightmare is pretty good. Since a lot of dark monsters in this deck the ones that you want have 0 defense, you can add those cards back to your hand. Of Lower Darkness, of course, because it's dark deck, you need a Lower Darkness. Hand Destruction, not sure if you want that. Foolish Barrier of Goods is actually pretty nice if you want that. Boogie Trap, I'm not sure if it'll be good. Fire of Doomsday, also debatable. Veil of Darkness, you probably won't use. And you get all the viruses. You get Crush Card Virus, Devastation Deck Virus, Eradicator Epidemic Virus, and Full Force Virus. Eradicator Epidemic is actually my favorite of the viruses. Dark Light might be helpful. Trap of Darkness, not sure. Mind Crush could actually be pretty good if you, especially in combination with the viruses. Rise to Full Height you probably won't use. Chaos of Darkness you probably won't use. Sinister Yurisha, I have no idea what that is, you probably won't use it. And of course you get a Torment token. So yeah. That's it for this opening the Lair of Darkness structure deck. Of course, if you get 3 of those things, it probably costs about, you'll probably spend like $30-ish on this. And you can make yourself a pretty decent deck out of this. Of course, you can always spend more money to make it better. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that opening and all that stuff. And I'll see you guys next week with something else. See you guys.